Hello and welcome to Mad About Sports for this video. And today's video, we are going to be talking about India's qualification into the Super 8 and also certain important points regarding Virat Kohli's form and more into how Indian team will be looking into the Super 8 series of this tournament as well. Now, before we get into today's video, do not forget to check out our course at Mad About Sports on cricket analytics. Fill out the Google form in the description below, and then our team will get in touch with you. You can make a dream career in cricket analytics where you can have a kickstart by learning our course, and we will be introducing you to all new things about cricket analytics. You don't need to have any prior knowledge before taking up this course. So yeah, let's get into today's video. And obviously, it's about the Indian team. It's about how Indian team will be looking at this particular qualification into the Super 8. Now, as you all know, Indian team has convincingly qualified into the T20 World Cup Super 8s after having defeated USA, and they defeated USA in a very tricky run chase. Now, India were chasing 111 in that New York round, and that would certainly now become the highest successful run chase in New York as well. Now, for all that we know, it was not the most easiest of chases because India were put under pressure. You saw Virat Kohli and Rohit Sharma depart, like the game against Pakistan, very early on. Then it came down to India's middle order, a middle order who was not really coming to the party till the USA game came to the party. Rishabh Pant played a useful knock of 18, but he was also dismissed very early on with 70 runs still remaining. It was down to Surya Kumar Yadav and Shivam Dubey. And Suryakumar Yadav and Shivam Dubey guided India past home. So that was the biggest news. And for India, especially with the ball, that it was Arshdeep Singh who came into the party. Arshdeep Singh bowled a brilliant spell of 4 for 7. I mean, let's be honest, that was a dream spell for any fast bowler out there. And with the conditions aiding him a little bit, he really used conditions to his own benefit, and he came in good at the right time for Team India. Now, you have to admit that having someone like an Arshdeep Singh in your team really helps in multiple ways. Number one, he's someone who can take the new ball, who can bowl in the middle overs, and also can be very useful in the death overs. Now, that's a major effect when you have someone like an Arshdeep Singh in your 11. And he's been fantastic in all honesty because he's bowled with a lot of vigor. He's bowled with a lot of passion out there, and he's really delivered for India at the most crucial junctures. So having Arshdeep Singh is obviously a massive bonus for Team India, and to add to which, he's been delivering with the ball as well. He's become India's highest wicket taker in this tournament thus far, which certainly means that India can rely on Arshdeep Singh for a longer period of time. Now let's talk about the biggest talking point, right? Can we talk about Virat Kohli here? Because Virat Kohli has not really come to this party in this tournament. 5 runs is all that he's scored in this T20 World Cup, and he's just faced 5 balls. He's just faced 6 balls as well. He's faced less than 10 balls in all the occasions, and he's not even really scored runs. What's really gone wrong? Can we really say this is some serious issue? Not really. Not just yet. Yes, but something everybody's talking about is his position opening the batting. Is that his most ideal position you see him bat? Yes and a no, because it's a contradicting opinion at this point, because you do not know whether you would want to see Virat Kohli open the batting or whether you want to see him come at number 3 for 2 reasons. Number one, who do you drop now? Would you drop a Virat Kohli? No, certainly not. Now, if you have to have Virat Kohli at number 3, who do you drop from the team? Now, the biggest question was, can you have a Yashasvi Jaiswal opening the batting and drop in a Shivam Dubey? It was quite valid, but until and unless yesterday Shivam Dubey stood and played a very good knock, guiding India home, and he stood not out as well. Now, that certainly rules out one thing. Shivam Dubey becomes quite inevitable now for the next game and for the rest of the tournament, at least for the brief period. Now he's gotten that opportunity. Now, what can you do other than that? Obviously, India would want to go with 6 bowling options, and that's why you won't drop a Jadeja as well. Now, Virat Kohli's form is certainly a little bit of a concern, but you expect him to come good. Players like Virat Kohli's stature will come good, and obviously now the games are shifted out of New York as well. New York wasn't really suiting a lot of batters. Let's be honest. New York wasn't the ideal condition for any batter out there, primarily because the pitches were really hard, and to add to which, the players like Virat Kohli, players like Rohit Sharma really did not enjoy batting there. And now that the matches will be shifted out of New York and the matches will be going to Florida and the West Indies, you expect them to come good, because now this is where the tournament actually begins for Team India. Let's be honest. And Super 8 stages, then you've got the knockouts. You would want Virat Kohli's and the Rohit Sharmas to really step up here, because in all honesty, now if these two can step up here, it's all good for them, because You know what these both can do. On their day, they can definitely win games for you from anywhere. On their day, they certainly can win games from anywhere for you, and that is where I think Virat Kohli again. Obviously, as you see on the screen once again, the score hasn't been really great, especially when it comes to Virat Kohli. Scoring once in this tournament, but he would certainly hope that he comes good. But what's been India's biggest positive in this last game, right? I think it is nothing other than Surya Kumar Yadav's 50 here, because he was slightly in a little bit of a concern coming into this World Cup, because he was coming off an injury. Number one, mind you, that he was not really in the most confident self, Surya Kumar Yadav. So the most important thing for Team India was whether Surya Kumar Yadav can score runs well, and he really has scored runs in some fashion, hasn't he? Because you would say 49 ball 50. The slowest he's scored in international cricket, but let's leave that aside. Let's look at the conditions. Let's look at the scenario of the match where he really had to perform, and boy, did he perform here. And that's such a big confidence booster for Team India, especially leading into the second half of this tournament. And you would expect him to come good in some of the tough, difficult situations and now going ahead in this tournament. And you can say it's against the USA, whatnot, but look at the conditions, right? Your top two batters were out in the hut, and your Rishabh Pant, who has been one of the better batters in this tournament, was also out in the hut, and he had to manage someone like a Shivam Dubey, who was extremely underconfident, guide him through. Yes, he got a life, Surya Kumar Yadav, but you know, the fortune favors the brave, as one would like to say so. And he's really made most out of it, and he scored runs in a very, very good manner. Now, Surya Kumar Yadav's 50 certainly means good news for India. And now India going to Super 8. One certain fixture is confirmed. India will be taking on Australia on 24th of June in St. Lucia, because that was a preceded B2 and A1, because India was A1 and Australia was going to be B2. So they're going to face each other in St. Lucia, which is going to be a very interesting game in Super 8. Let's see if both, most likely, if they both would have faced most of their games by then, and most likely these two teams would have already qualified as well. So the West Indies leg of the tournament is yet highly anticipated and yet so exciting, because India hasn't played any game in West Indies just yet, and the teams who have played in West Indies are Australia, are teams like Afghanistan and West Indies, who have really gotten a certain amount of victory go in their fashion. So Indian team will know that now it's time to really maybe even bring certain changes into their playing 11. Can they deploy a lot more spin? Maybe yes, maybe no. That's where I think the West Indies leg will offer a lot of spin. You're seeing in the recent past games in West Indies, Adam Zampa, Venkatesh Moti, Akhil Hussain, these lads have all come good, and even from New Zealand's perspective, you saw Sandner coming good. So these lads have been performing really well. India have got Yuzicel and Kuldeep Yadav waiting on the wings. Maybe expect them to get a try in, maybe in the last game, because as India is already qualified, India would want to maybe try in Kuldeep Yadav. That is if and when that game happens against Canada, because there's a lot of weather concerning over that game against Canada as well. So the biggest talking point certainly is Virat Kohli's form is a little bit of a concern. Surya Kumar Yadav coming back into form. Arshdeep Singh really leading the attack. Then you've got the likes of Shivam Dubey scoring runs as well. So that's massive, massive bonus for India. And you saw Rishabh Pant keeping well again, because he's been excellent behind the wicket in this tournament. And I expect him to continue this. And hopefully India can have a good tournament. That's about it from us on Mad About Sports. Hope you enjoyed this video. If you really did, don't forget to hit the like button. Also share this video with as many people as possible. We'll continue keeping you entertained, and we'll continue bringing you all the good content to keep you all happy and give you all the insights into the sport. Have a good time, all of you. See you all soon. Bye bye.